Who was the Zodiac Killer? It's a question that instantly brings up this deep sense of mystery and, honestly, dread. It's kind of the ultimate information gap. Think about it. When we look at historical records, we usually expect to find dates, locations, victims, and timelines. But what happens when you strip all of that away? What happens when you open up the archive and literally the only thing staring back at you from the page is a single, solitary name? How do you even begin to investigate a case where the entire foundation of evidence is just completely absent?
Welcome to today's Explainer. We're doing something a bit different today, a highly unique, laser-focused deep dive into our provided source material. As you probably know, our methodology here is to rely solely and exclusively on the verified source documents we're given. We just stick to the facts, right? We don't bring in outside speculation or unverified historical lore. And today, we are testing that approach to its absolute limits by examining the stark, chilling reality of a file that's been stripped down to its barest possible essence. It's a really fascinating exercise in understanding what we actually know versus what we simply assume.
Section 1. A Reign of Terror. And this brilliantly illustrates our starting point. This is the literal, exact entirety of our source text today. Just 2 words, Zodiac Killer. I really want you to sit with that stark brevity for a second. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with endless streams of data, massive case files, and thousands of pages of reports, there is something deeply unsettling about a record that contains absolutely nothing else. The total lack of surrounding context forces us to confront the sheer weight of the name itself. Because here's the thing, within the strict boundaries of our documentation today, this name is the only known fact. We have no dates of operation, we have no geographic locations, there are no descriptions of suspects, no witness statements, and absolutely no lists of victims. It's like a terrifying blank canvas, where the only mark is the signature of the phantom itself. Section 2. The Cryptic Media Taunts.
When we actually break down the evidence we have, the results are pretty stark. On one hand, we have the available source text, which is simply the phrase Zodiac Killer. And on the other hand, the information provided? Absolutely none beyond that name. There are no letters to newspapers, no chilling phone call transcripts, no ciphers mailed to authorities. The legend suggests a barrage of media communication, but our factual source yields absolute silence.
Moving on to Section 3. Decoding the ciphers. So our working definition for today is incredibly simple. The Zodiac Killer is the sole, unelaborated entity mentioned in the provided excerpts. Because of our rigorous adherence to the source text, there are 0 ciphers to decode here today. No complex cryptograms, no symbols arranged in a grid. Sometimes the greatest mystery isn't a complex code waiting to be cracked. It's a complete lack of information to even begin analyzing in the first place. Section 4. The Police Investigation. Now, if we look for confirmed suspects identified in our source material, the factual reality is a big fat 0. We can't map out an ongoing investigation because our source names absolutely no suspects, no victims, not even a lead detective. We are essentially investigating a ghost within a vacuum. When your entire case file is just a title, the whole concept of a suspect pool instantly evaporates. Section 5. An enduring unsolved mystery. Let's actually walk through the literal investigative steps we took to analyze today's source. Step 1, we analyzed the provided source text. Step 2, we isolated the phrase Zodiac Killer. And step 3, we immediately hit the end of the evidence. Boom, that's it. It's honestly a little jarring. We're all so used to progressing through layers of context, but here the evidence completely dries up the very second it begins. It is an incredibly efficient yet deeply frustrating journey from start to finish. Which brings us to our ultimate takeaway. When a file contains literally nothing but a name, can the mystery ever truly be solved? We rely so heavily on data and structured facts to solve the world's darkest puzzles. But when all the suspects, the locations, and the timelines are completely stripped away, leaving only a terrifying title behind, we aren't just left with an unsolved case. We're left staring into a vast, unnavigable unknown. Thank you so much for joining me for this unique explainer, and keep questioning the evidence in front of you.